everyone, I hope you are looking after yourselves. I am very sorry, I have
the plague.
If you are new here, hi, my name is Noah and I am
The bookworm.
and we do reviews on books and game books. Today we're talking about Butcher Blackbird by Brian Weaver. This was published August 2023, so last year, and it has 360 pages. And this is a horror crime romance. So I am not a romance reader as much as people may think and say by the amount of books that I've read. It's more that I was recommended this by Ven, his channel, link down below. And I have to say, this was a brilliant recommendation. I really enjoyed this book. But let's kind of go into the deets of this thing. Isn't that right, Milo? Doesn't he look like a distinguished gentleman with that? So, Butcher and Blackbird. It is about two serial killers who actually go around killing other serial killers, and they happen to meet. And one of them, we know as Rowan, aka the Butcher, tells Salone, who is known as Orb Weaver and Blackbird, basically that, well, he makes a competition, a yearly competition where they meet once a year. They go after this serial killer and see who can get to him first and win him first, and they then put their a tag on him, like a winning claim. And that's basically the whole premise of this book, the series, the whole thing. 360 pages of this. That's basically the story. These two serial killers meet by a chance encounter because they both went after the same person, and then Butcher then decides to set up a game about it. The plot itself, it starts very, very fast. It's pretty much, the start pretty much sets the pace. Like, listen to this. Being a serial killer who kills serial killers is a great hobby until you find yourself locked in a cage for 3 days with a dead body in the Louisiana summer with no air conditioning. And that pretty much is like the whole thing of the book. It starts at this point. It kind of goes down a little bit when there's a bit of downtime, but it literally stays up here. It's brilliant. It's beautiful writing, very well descripted. It is explicit with
The spaz.
but also the killings of how things happen, which I absolutely love. It's not that it's too gory or anything like that. It's written in a very fun way, which is very weird for me to say that. Characters, we have Salone, known as Blackbird, and the Orb Weaver, for very specific reasons. I'm not going to go too into detail because you have to read the book to find out why. It's brilliantly written, it makes sense, and I love it a bit. And she has a best friend named Lark, who she kind of helped out, and they've become inseparable ever since. Lark is a singer. Then we have Rowan, aka the Butcher. He has two brothers. Lachlan, he kind of works... He's that person who has his fingers in many pies and knows certain information, probably because he works within the government of some sort. It's kind of hinted at a little bit, but that's basically it. And his other brother, I'm going to butcher this name because I always get it wrong. Bian, who is a doctor, completely separate from what the other two do, but they all support each other. And that's basically the characters for the whole book. Obviously, you have the other serial killers that are in the book, the people that they get, but it's not a lot of characters, and it works so well. And the story itself with all these characters is only between two povs, Salone and Rowan. It's just them two. It's their povs throughout the whole thing, and it's brilliant. Rereadability, this is Ven's book. I've taken very good care of it. It's, beautiful. I definitely say this does have rereadability. There's a lot of bits in this book that I did laugh out loud with, and on his reading sprint when I was reading and I was on there with him, I had a lot of expressions going on with my face when I first started reading this. Definitely rereadability. I'm going to return this to him, and I'm actually going to buy myself a copy because I love this book. Fun factor, absolutely fun factor. There's a lot of jokes in there that work and are timed very, very well. They make sense. They work well with the characters. There's chemistry there. It's beautiful and brilliant. I'm actually going to rate this 5 stars. I enjoyed this. The story is fantastic. I've not read anything about serial killers that kind of meet and do this sort of thing. I read crime books, I read thrillers, I love horror and stuff like that. But to have a bit of romance and the spice sprinkled in, I should probably talk about the spice as well. The spice is detailed. It is explicit. I don't like reading that sort of stuff. I'm like, even though I'm in like a relationship and stuff like that,
I'm a prude.
which is shocking to a lot of people because I do come out with stupid stuff quite a lot. But it works well with the characters. It's, you know, the story's fantastic. The plot just keeps going on. I read this within 2 days. It's absolutely fantastic. I love the characters. At first I was unsure about Lark, but I kind of ended up enjoying Lark quite a lot. You know, and it's a fantastic book. It doesn't take long to read. While the writing is small, it's still really enjoyable. And I do like how they use mixed media in this, like through text messages. You know, like, ba-boom.
Ba-boom.
But absolutely fantastic book. I really enjoy this. I would definitely recommend this. But yeah, let me know what you think. I know I'm going to be reading the second book that is out, which is called Leather and Lark, I believe, which is between, well, obviously Salone's best friend and one of Rowan's brothers. I'm excited. Definitely go read it. I really enjoyed it. Milo probably got scared quite a lot because I burst out laughing quite a bit with certain jokes in it about monster romance and stuff in this. It's beautiful. Certain books do have extra chapters in there. This one has an extra chapter in there, but it's not the same one that Ven has in his book, which is something to do with a dragon onesie. This did not have that. It said something completely different. So that was interesting. But let me know what you think and what you thought of the book. If you have any recommendations that follow this type of line, I would love to know. I would love to read some more of this sort of stuff. Hopefully Brian's other book, Leather and Lark, is just as good, because this is definitely one of my favourites so far. But yeah, much love, stay awesome, make good decisions in life, and I'm gonna choke. And love. Bye.